What is up, Nerf Herders? Thank you for checking out the Nerf Herder Studios channel. We are going to talk about Spider-Man 3 for a little bit here because we're getting trolled online right now from the three main stars. So we wanted to talk about these titles that they're kind of throwing at us right now because hopefully this is a good sign that we're going to get the official title and or a trailer here very soon because they've been hard at work on this movie. The MCU has picked back up. WandaVision has been incredible so far. Things are in full swing here, and now we've got some more stuff. And anything that comes out Marvel news related right now is super exciting because we are moving into our next giant saga here that they're going to be building. So, starting off with Tom Holland here on his Instagram, we got an image from the movie, which is awesome to see, just to see these three together again because they are fantastic, and it's good to see them all in a group. But we got our first trolling title for Spider-Man 3, which is Phone Home. So we just want to kind of share our thoughts on these titles here, and this one seemed to be the most logical one given where we're headed with this movie. So we're going to talk about it a little bit here just because it's fun.
Yeah, I love the title to be honest with you. I think it's really fun and playful, and obviously it's a play on ET. But I
Right?
mean, I think it's really interesting because this new film is supposed to really set off the multiverse, or at least the Spider Verse. And if you think about ET, ET is in a different, perhaps universe or galaxy far from his home people, and he's kind of stuck there. Is that what Peter Parker is going to be experiencing in this film?
Right. And that's why it felt like such a logical title for that reason exactly. Plus, it ties into the fact that he's always bringing up the movie references of past films. So it's just like, well, this
Yep.
would tie in beautifully.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool here, too, because Tom Holland with the caption, just, so excited to announce a new Spider Man title. Can't wait for, you to see what we've been up to. And Zendaya's posting back on there, what the hell. And then you've got, I can't think of his name now, but you've got the whoa, whoa, wait, why is yours different? So I'm almost wondering, like, if these three titles are all trolling together because they're all going to play into the movie in some capacity. And this is just kind of a fun way to get people talking and kind of speculating on things. Um, but yeah, I think this one's logical. I like it. I do like it. Even if it's not the title, I like this one and I could like where it's going.
So what was the one that Zendaya posted? Hers
So
was
hers
it
was Home Slice.
home slice, and then the other one was home wrecker. So
Yeah.
you wonder if like any of these have any real meaning that's deeper than that. You know what I mean? Like, with his relationship with MJ, his relationship to his friends. I mean, you don't know how deep these meetings can go. Maybe they're just little teasers.
Right. And that's kind of the thing. And it's like everything that Marvel's been doing with WandaVision right now, they are so careful and calculated with each line of dialogue, how it's kind of a double meaning within the context of the show and then also meaning more outside in the greater MCU. So, is this just a little bit more that there's something deeper to this, or is this all just kind of for fun in the end too?
Yeah, I mean, you never know, dude. It could be just a fugazi. Like they could just be
Exactly.
trolling us, fooling around, which is cool too. But I love the stills from this. I love the set photos because they all seem to take place in the same area, and it looks like it's an old ratty house or old, dark basement, and it looks like they've discovered something. And you really wonder how this is going to play into the whole film because as of right now, I mean, they've teased a lot of things. They've teased, Osborne coming back. William Defoe has been talked about. They've teased, going into the Spider Verse with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and even what's his name who played Doc Ock.
Right.
So what if that's kind of what they've discovered in this basement wherever they are in the film? Maybe they have tapped into this Spider Verse of sorts.
Yeah, dude, which oh man, I'm so excited to see how they're gonna bring this all together. And as exciting as it is to see kind of, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield just to kind of bring this home, I am so stoked to see Alfred Molina as Doc Ock again, dude.
Yeah, Alfred Molina. That's right. That's his name.
Oh, what a
Dude,
beast.
I'm telling you, dude, I don't care what anyone says. My favorite villain from any Spider-Man movie is him. He,
Yeah.
the Raimi universe, he was just insane. So well done. I think if they bring him back for this, with all the enhancements that they've done with Spider-Man, with Sony and everything as of late, I think they can make him just amazing.
Yeah, I agree 100%, dude. I am really, really excited to see him back. And the thing I've been wondering about this whole thing, too. So, if they're going to try to kind of like merge the Spider Verse and all that, since Alfred Molina already had his spot in Spider Man 2, does he come back as Doc Ock, or do we see our Tom Holland MCU Spider-Man get dropped into Spider-Man 2 somewhere, kind of like where the Avengers went back in
Yeah,
Endgame? You know, are we going to see
dude,
the train sequence and all of a sudden Tom Holland shows up and he saves or helps stop the train, or you know what I mean? Something where they're going to
that
bring it
would
into these
be
different moments in the movies.
that would be super cool, man. That would be
Yeah,
really cool. I don't know how they're gonna do it, dude. I have no idea. That seems like it would be the more fun thing to like strategically put them into the other Spider-Man films, you
for
know,
sure.
and even kind of do like a Back to the Future too, where you're seeing your other self doing other things, you know, like when Marty's spying on everyone at the dance. Like it would just give such a cool like other perspective of the scenes that took place. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And not to mention, it would just be like really really interesting how they would put them in there because obviously when you're watching the original films, you know, no other Spider-Man is in scene. You don't think about it. So like they have to do something where he's kind of just like undercover or he's not, you know, noticed by anybody.
Right. And now, well, especially with his identity, dude, being full blown out there, Jameson just launching it out, man. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal, Mysterio accomplished his goal, dude, and totally exposed Spider-Man 100%. And now we're going to get into, the Spider-Man being the vigilante, the villain, And it really makes you kind of curious as to how this is all going to play together with his identity being 100% out there on top of them bringing all this together. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on in this movie.
Dude, it's going to be a lot to take in, honestly. I think this is going to be one of the more complicated Spider-Man films, you know, because there's
Yeah,
just so much to go on, and this will be a gateway to the rest of the Spider-Verse. You know,
right.
we're not even 100% sure how this is going to even tie into like future possible MCU stories just because of the relationship with Sony and Disney. But we do know that this is going to really dip into that Spider-Verse that we started seeing with the Miles Morales animated movie.
Right.
So, you know, are they going to even dip into that at all? Are we going to get a Miles Morales? Are we going to see Peter Parker, obviously, in the reality of, you know, the Tom Holland, I guess, universe, if you want to call it that? Since he's been exposed, is he trying now to get away from that, you know, I guess reality? And that's maybe how he gets into the Spider Verse and he starts traveling through interdimensions and different realities. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And kind of looking at here too, I don't know if this would play into maybe the different Spider Verses, but each logo, the Spider Man piece of it is in a different color.
Oh
So
yeah,
I wonder if each one of these is to represent, each version of the Spider Verse.
could be,
I'm
dude.
trying to see how these would kind of link together. The green would be more Green Goblin esque, but I don't know if that's something that they're, yeah, I don't know. Maybe are they going to pull from that from Amazing Spider-Man Part Two? I'm just wondering if maybe like the color has something to do with some of this stuff too. But I mean, the silver for Homewrecker on that one there, that could be related to Doc Ock, and
Well,
then
we also know Electro's coming back. Jimmy
oh, that's
Fox is going
right,
to reprise Electro. So I mean, there has to be that tie to those other universes because they're
yeah,
bringing in these characters from other films that we literally have nothing to do with this film. So
yeah.
I think you're onto something there. I think there's got to be some kind of a connection to the other universes, and maybe these color schemes are just kind of their version of WandaVision. You know, just
Right.
sprinkling little Easter eggs into these teasers, like waiting for us to like go on YouTube and try to figure it
Yeah,
out.
exactly, dude. Or we're just a bunch of idiots, man, just like talking about pointless BS. But it's exciting nonetheless, man. And everything MCU related right now is super super exciting. So let us know what your guys' thoughts are on the titles here. Like we were saying, Home Wrecker and Home Slice are kind of fun and quirky, but Phone Home seems like a logical title. But hopefully, this is news that we're going to get either the official title or a teaser trailer, something soon for this because, man, to get this new Spider-Man stuff rolling is going to be super exciting. We got so much that's coming ahead here. WandaVision's got 2 episodes left, so we're super stoked for those to come and talk about them. But that'll do it for today, guys. We just wanted to talk about this because it's new Marvel news, and when there's new Marvel news, man, you got to jump on and have some fun with it. So if you guys are new to the channel, first time stopping by, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications to keep up with the latest here at Nerf Herder Studios. We will catch you all next time and see you in the next video.